I'm kind of concerned. Oh, he looked away. That's good. Because he's been staring at me. Oh, crap. He's looking at me again. I have no idea what he wants. Because, of course, he doesn't talk.
Are you having issues
He's just staring.
housing your pet? Is your pet important to your mental well-being? Emotional support animals, or ESAs, is a term for service animal status that can be provided for people affected by emotional distress disorders. Imagine avoiding $300 in airfare fees for each flight and being able to travel anywhere with your pet. No more pet deposits, monthly rental fees, or no pet complexes. Our team of licensed psychologists will get your pet service animal status right away. Here at PDS Center, we offer the lowest rates on ESA letters, providing both a housing and travel letter for only $98.
She got mad because I poked her. This one's Lily. She's a 2-year-old girl. This is Toby. He is a 2-year-old boy. And that is Miu. She is a grumpy 8. She's my oldest kitty. And my best friend. She's been sitting there because I left a pair of socks there that I kept on for a day. And apparently it smells like me, so that's where she's staying. She's gotten down to eat and to use the bathroom, and then she's gotten right back. So that's her spot now. The dirty socks are obviously not there anymore, but yeah. That's her spot. The other two, Lily's spot is in my lap. Toby's spot is everywhere. There's no place that cat won't stay. Like, he's, I guess, a more typical cat. Because he'll ignore you all day long. Well, no. Of that, Miu, my oldest, is the most cat-like because she'll ignore you always. But she's also kind of like a guard dog because if somebody knocks on the door, she'll growl and like run to the door. At least she used to run to the door. She hasn't been in a long time, but I mean, she's 8. She pretty much just sleeps now. But she's happy. I had her playing with a toy earlier. So, that's good. Anyways. Lily is watching the TV. I've got cat videos playing of like just weird things cats do. And she is watching it. They just ate some of my Wendy's. Miu doesn't eat people food. She just won't do it. She doesn't like it. The younger two will eat whatever they get a hold of. And Toby's favorite is chicken.
Hold on. I gotta pull over. Don't move. Don't move. Hold on.
That kitten was pooping on that kid. I shouldn't laugh at that, but I've never had a cat poop on me. I've had a dog pee on me. He was overexcited and lost control of his bladder. He was about 6 years old, and I had came back home from school. Like, by saying come back home from school, I mean I was in a different state going to school. And I came back for winter break, and he peed on me. I wasn't extremely pleased with that. That's the happiest I ever saw that dog. Oh. In that video, that dog jumped onto the counter, like, at the stove. And that one's licking the wall like a weirdo. Okay. I'm shutting that off now. Anyhow, I've got 3 lovely cats, and Saturday I'm getting a new addition to the family. It's going to be a dog. The cats are not going to be happy. Not one bit. I'm hoping they'll adjust. I mean, they're cats anyway, so it's not like they've got to get along with them. The dog, they just gotta not kill each other. The dog is gonna be just a little puppy, so they'll learn not to pick on cats really easy. Usually. I've never had a problem with it anyways. All of my dogs have always gotten along with cats and other critters. Actually, the only animals I've had problems killing other animals is a husky. That I had a husky for a month at one point because it jumped our fence and just stayed for a little while. So a month later, it decided to leave. It jumped the fence and left. During that month, it killed a gopher tortoise and 2 bunnies and a possum. Now, anyways, she went to somebody else's yard and they put a chain on her, so. And she stayed there. I named her Summer because we found her during the summer. Or she jumped our fence and stayed with us during the summer. It was a weird thing, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna name this puppy. I haven't met it yet, so I'm assuming that whenever I meet it, that I'll know what its personality is like after a couple of days and be able to name it. Well, obviously, I wouldn't have very much information about the personality of an animal from just a few days. That usually takes a few months and a few years to get a good solid idea about it. But usually I get the feeling of what I should name it. Like Lily, I kept thinking Lilith White. And her actual name is Lilith, but we call her Lily. And she seems to like it better, so it sticks. But I got her name just because of the Lily White thing. Because she's mostly white. Well, not really mostly white. She's more white than any animal I've ever owned. And her mom was gray, and she's gray. And I just thought it was so cute that she was like that. Then Toby was the 4th kitten born to the litter. Lily was the 2nd. They are siblings. But Toby was the 4th kitten born. We called him 4. And his name is Tobias, which short for Tobias is Toby. We got that from Deviant. I think it's Deviant, but I usually call it Defiance or something. I don't know. I always get that movie name wrong, but it's the one with Tris and all them. Anyways, it's really funny because their older sister, the first one born, her name is Hermione, and the person who got her, well, I originally just called her 1 because I didn't want to get attached. I didn't want to name any of the kittens, but I got attached anyways. I loved those little kitties. But number 1 is Hermione. Her family named her Hermione. 2 is Lily, which I've still got. 3 was Delilah, which is obviously another girl. She was gray too, gray and white, but she was she was darker than Lily. I don't really know why I called her Delilah. I don't remember what her new family renamed her to, because she was like 3 or 4 months old when I gave her to a previous coworker because she was going through some depression. And apparently it really helped with her depression to have the little girl. So that's good to know. But that one was Delilah, or something else now. Then 4 is, of course, Toby. And the last one, 5, became Feifel, or Feifies, which is the mouse off of American Tail. An American Tail. Which is actually hilarious because that cat, for some reason, is terrified like 24/7. If you sneeze, he'll run. If you look at him, he'll run. If you go boo, he'll run. He's just a scaredy cat. He's very mouse-like. He's mousy. And he's named after a mouse. We kept him for a year, but my mom wanted him, so we gave him and Yumi to my mom. Yumi is their mother. I had Yumi for 2 years before giving her to my mom, because my mom wanted her as well. I don't know why. I really don't, but it worked out in the best, really. Anyways, that's all I've got for now. Talking about my animals. Because everybody loves cats, you know. Alright, bye-bye.